such as manipulations, buscomanies, the ghost listen, women with a hat, and variations on Matisse's themes. Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez said Monday that the United States should evaluate and change its approach to the causes that generate the death of hundreds of migrants on its southern border. In its Twitter account, the foreign minister referred that, according to the U.S. television network ENAm, almost 750 migrants have perished in their attempt to enter the northern nations since 2021, the highest figure so far. Therefore, he asserted that a real change in the approach of the United States to the causes that generate this tragedy is required in order to promote a just, democratic, and equitable international order. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security reports that since the beginning of the fiscal calendar on October 1, 2021, and up to the present, 748 deaths have been reported, which is the highest figure compared to the 557 deaths reported during the previous 12 months on the southwest border. However, it is estimated that the number of deaths could be even higher, as other state and local agencies are able to recover bodies without border patrol involvement, reported CNN. Cuban Prime Minister Manuel Marrero Cruz recalled on Monday the 24th anniversary of the imprisonment of 5 Cubans who fought against terrorism in the United States, which triggered a worldwide movement for their release. Through his Twitter account, the Prime Minister recalled that after spending more than 16 years in U.S. jails, the anti-terrorists returned to the homeland, as predicted by the historic leader of the Cuban Revolution, Fidel Castro Ruz. The 5, as they were known worldwide, received undeserved sentences after a rigged trial in the city of Miami, despite the fact that it could not be proven that they had access to information of risk for the security of the Northern American nation. They remained in prison. On December 17, 2014, as a result of negotiations between Havana and Washington, Gerardo Hernández, Antonio Guerrero, and Ramón Lobañino returned to the island. Fernando González and René González had previously returned to the country after serving their sentences. Cuban diplomats at the United Nations received from the City Council of the U.S. city of Hartford, capital of Connecticut, a copy of the resolution demanding the end of the blockade against the island. José Oro, a member of the board of directors of the Global Anti-Blockade Movement, said that the document asks President Joe Biden to end the economic, commercial, and financial siege that Washington has maintained against Cuba for more than 50 years and the normalization of relations between the two countries. The text was delivered to Havana's permanent representative to the United Nations, Pedro Luis Pedroso, Ambassador Yuri Gala, Minister Chancellor Roberto Hernández, and Second Secretary Ernesto Sierra, said Oro on his Facebook account. At the end of the last week, the representatives of the Caribbean nation made a trip to the state of Connecticut to exchange with residents about the reality of the island and promote bilateral ties. Their program includes tours of the communities of Hamden, Hartford, Middletown, Willimantic, and New Haven, as well as in meetings with officials, legislators, mayors, union leaders, representatives of more than 20 organizations, scientists, academics, and other sectors of society. The Cuban delegation went to cities of Hartford, New Haven, and their elected officials for passing resolutions calling on U.S. government to put an end to the blockade, considered a violation of human rights and the main obstacle to the development of the island. Likewise, they expressed gratitude to Cuba's solidarity activists and advocated projects for exchange in areas such as education, culture, and sports. Hartford's initiative joins the calls of other U.S. cities such as Boston and Massachusetts, which also demand the elimination of trade and travel restrictions between the two countries. That's all for today's national news. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Catherine. Catherine Lopez with International News. Now it's time for International News with Gerwin Jones.
At a rally held in Mexico City, shortly before the arrival of U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Julian Assange's father and brother, John and Gabriel Shipton, were present outside the